Welcome, everyone. This is BigManny's Reviews, and today's topic is going to be about something that's very, very sweet. We're going to be talking about diabetes. Now, a lot of people, I do some medical type of work, but anyway, I've been asked to discuss this topic because a lot of people, they don't really differentiate between type 1 and type 2. Now, as you can see the sign, there's a syringe and a bottle, and the insulin's being drawn out of it. Now, there's two types of diabetes. One is type 1, where the pancreas doesn't produce any insulin, so you need injections in order for the body to absorb the glucose. Now, type 2 is the one that the pancreas, it's making insulin, but you develop a resistance to it. That means that the body cells, think of it as an apartment, room where you have a door. That door needs to be open. And in order to open that door, insulin must be around. But guess what happens? There's been some studies done in the Indian population of Arizona, and they found out that our muscles don't like sugar too much. So the sugar goes into the muscle, and it closes the receptors, the keyholes, the area where the insulin is going to act. And it just doesn't work. So we end up getting to be too sweet. The sugar collects in the blood. Now, if you take sugar in your hands, or any candy, or even fat, now that we're talking about diabetes, there's a high incidence of the fats going higher in the circulation when you have diabetes. But what I'm going to say is that when you have a candy in your hands and you squeeze it, you get a phenomenal type of effect on it. You get the crazy glue phenomenon, I call it, because it gets sticky. So fat and sugar is sticky. So guess what happens? When you have diabetes, it just sticks to the walls of your arteries and it gets blocked. Now, if the brain arteries get blocked, you become dopey. If the arteries in your eyes and the retina, which perceives vision, then you start losing your eyesight. The retina starts detaching from the back. The lens of the eye gets swollen. You get blurry vision, and you end up with cataracts. And if it goes into the kidney system, which is a filtration system, and if it gets clogged up, the kidney has to do more work. Your heart has to do more work because the arteries are being obstructed, blocked, and that increases your that gives you high blood pressure. Your kidneys stop working, and you end up needing dialysis, which is dialysis. You go 3 to 5 hours I think it's 3 times a week, and they have to take all that urine out of your circulation. Yeah. So what happens when you're sweet? You give Hershey cows, right? What happens to a diabetic cow? It gives you Hershey bars. When you go to the Chinese restaurant, if you get sweet and sour, you're getting sweet and sour. You're getting sweet chickens, diabetic chickens. No, but anyway, the story is that diabetes is an epidemic. And I think that if we were able to just decrease grains, breads, rice, if you go and buy a burger, you have to throw out the bread. Then you have to throw the beef patty. So you end up with nothing. If you buy soda, you have to give it to the plants. You end up with giving a donation for a burger because you can't eat it. The only thing that really helps is eating fruits and vegetables and white meat. Once again, white meat. You could have fish. You could have turkey. You could have chicken. The size of your hand, that's a good measurement for eating. And you could do that 3 times a week. I would say that the time, if you have to cook something, don't eat it because it's going to, your soul is going to be recruited and you're going to go to heaven. You're going to go to heaven, and that's not good. You're going to go to heaven very sweet and obstructed with cholesterol. So the whole topic is that we can really do something about preventing this sweetness from overtaking our body. Did you know that in the Greek times, the olden times, they used to test diabetes because you would pee on the ground and all the flies would go to the pee because it was so sweet. There was another time that doctors used to taste the pee, but that's now we have better ways of testing, you know. So once again, this is like part one. Maybe I'll do another one later on during the week. I hope this has been helpful, and anything else I'll think of, I'll have another show. Thank you.